I see your soul right behind your eyes, a glimpse of the love you possess inside. It's confession time, and I'm here to say that I'm here to stay throughout the rest of time. And just never mind what they thought of when they called us living our individual truth. And this feeling is new as it's taught us that it's guard us in the game we're not willing to lose. Future insights in the present tense, these lessons went right to my core. Opened the door of seventh sense, and now I'm feeling more of who we really are and who we really were. In past lives from afar, together we've both made a third. Energy surrounding both our souls when no one else could know. Be persecuted for our truth, so look into my eyes and let go. Just don't let go. And I can be your mirror, and I can be your mirror, and I can be your mirror. Just look into my eyes and see this world you live in so much clearer. And I can be your mirror, yeah. And I can be your mirror, and I can be your mirror. Just look into my eyes and see this world you live in so much clearer.
Thank you all for being here to support and bless this ceremony, this sacred ceremony between Bryan and Jenny. I would first like to start off by recognizing this beautiful dress. We want to bring attention, Bryan, to Jenny's dress. It is a dress that was actually her Nana Betty's, and it was a wedding gown. It was in 1958.
I love it.
Apparently,
I love it.
baby. Yes, the talented Jamie.
Wow.
Here's the original.
Wow.
There's Nana.
It's been
1958.
Beautiful.
Not bad. Coming a little closer to the
Yeah.
audience.
We all did a pretty spectacular job, Bryan, by keeping that a solid secret from you because of the dress she was wearing for the ceremony today. All right. Jenny and Bryan, this sacred ceremony is a celebration of your 8-year-long story and the solidification of the strong connection that you two share. We give thanks to fate and God and the workings of this life and how it just seems that your paths were inevitably meant to connect and be interwoven. Your love of nature and deep appreciation for life on this planet inspired you to weave the elements of nature into your ceremony today. Earth, water, fire, and air, as well as space, are elemental energies that are present in nature and inside of each of us. When they are aligned, life is easy. When they are not in balance, life is difficult, stressful, challenging, and chaotic. In today's ceremony, we will be acknowledging nature's elements and connecting with the wisdom that each represents. Earth, which we had Aya and Axel. Axel, since you already brought up the element of earth, can you come here? These pine cones.
Show them off.
Can you show the pine cones? Yeah. These pine cones
Good job,
were
buddy.
gathered from your family's home. Jenny's on Walnut Street and Bryan's on Wildwood Trail. This brings us back. This brings us back to your youthful teenage years, where both of your foundations were set like roots from trees. Thank you, Axel.
Good job, Axel.
job, Axel.
Thanks, buddy.
Woo! Bryan, you were given strength, persistence, and intelligence from your parents. You were raised to know that anything is possible. Your father, Jimmy, showed you possibility and opened your world up to adventure and even persistence. When Bryan was 17 and 18 years old, he and his dad traveled across country, which was a new experience for both of them. They encountered a few challenges along the way, such as ending up in Las Vegas, New Mexico, instead of Las Vegas, Nevada. But had an adventure of a lifetime as they experienced the country together.
That was my fault, by the way.
Jimmy also brought Bryan the ease and the power of being social. Always saying hi and talking to others wherever he went, which was definitely something that had helped Bryan to become who he is today. Bryan, your brother Brandon, is here, always. He taught you the power of true friendship, as Brandon has always been your best friend. I would say he's mine, too. Even when you got into fights in high school, and you ended up with a broken nose. Yes, you're never going to escape that story, Brandon. But Brandon has always been there for Bryan and supported him with his dreams and goals, whether it was with music, fitness, relationship, or just being there to talk about the day. A day where the two of them don't talk is quite out of the ordinary. Yes, yes, yes. And Bryan is thankful to call Brandon his best friend. Bryan, you learned from your mom how to work hard. As you watched her provide for your family, from all the hours worked at the hospital, taking care of others, to coming home to take care of the boys, her selfless acts taught you the strength and persistence, regardless of how the challenges were and felt at times. Bryan, Addie, Axel, and Aya all have given you the opportunity to continue play. From the amazing art pieces that Addie gifts you, which you have a collection in a special drawer, to the fun games with Axel, like Monster vs. Cheetah, and Fancy Feet, to swimming with Aya for his first time ever in a pool. These kids have taught you how to activate your inner child no matter what your age. Jenny, you were given determination, playfulness, and independence. You were raised to know that you were loved no matter what, and that love was unconditional, as it has always been shown by your parents. Your siblings taught you new things, as well as how to be both a sister and a true friend. Your sister Elizabeth was the first one to show you gymnastics, how to talk your way out of anything, and be a true friend, and how to be brave. Your father Warren taught you what you were capable of that day when he threw a softball as hard as he could at you in the yard, and you marveled at how you actually could catch it. His humor, ability to tell how it is, and a hard work ethic influenced you to become a hardworking athlete, and also to get student is too talkative multiple times on your report card. Thanks, Dad. Your mother, Kathy, she fostered your love of reading and writing. Well, some might call it an obsession, as the two of you worked in her office when everyone else was at school and work. Her enthusiasm for life, good for good's sake attitude, and complete and total dedication to her kids modeled how to be deeply considerate as a person and inspired you to look for ways to help in the world. Your brother Chris helped you to learn what it's like to be a mother figure and an older sister as you helped take care of your baby girl. Through the years, he challenged you to lighten up and reminded you to laugh as much as possible. And of course, take a shower, which apparently is a major inside joke. Your sister Michelle believed in you and let you coach and guide her and became one of your biggest allies in life, always cheering you on. She will always be your spirit daughter and one of your very best friends. Nana and Poppy showed you the ways of life, by embodying wisdom and true unconditional love with your 65 years of experience. They have always welcomed you with open arms and taught you to live fully with integrity and heart. Later, Bethany became your goddaughter and she inspired you to learn how to be a second mommy. and gave you a million funny messages and inside jokes that make you crack up. With your nephews, Austin and Landon, you are always up to play. They are always up to play and go on special dates. And now the addition of JR. You have quite a crew of kids reminding you to have fun and to not take life too seriously. Jenny and Bryan, thank you all for being the roots in their lives and always supporting them no matter what. Now we are introducing the water element. Bethany has brought the gift of water. Bethany, will you come up? This water is from the Chesapeake Bay, the body of water that surrounded you most of your lives and surrounds us now. Water is the symbol of rebirth and dissolution. It represents the process of rebirthing after experiencing hard times. This is something you both went through, which had to happen in order to transform you into the versions of yourself that were ready for love and partnership. A connection goes nowhere unless both of you have enough emotional energy to properly invest in the relationship. A lot of connections stay superficial because they are still unconscious. There's still unconscious emotional exhaustion. Try to say that 5 times fast. From what happened before you met. The right time makes all the difference. Austin and Landon have brought the gifts of fire. Candles to harness the fiery blaze from the sun's hot rays. This brings us back to the spark of your love. The love story of the night you two met on October 17th, 2014. Both of you described the moments as if the sun created some kind of spotlight on each other when you first laid eyes on each other. Now Elizabeth will read us a quote. Jenny and Bryan have chosen how they'd like the fire element to be inspiring in their marriage. Thank you guys.
Thank you. Good job, A. Good job. Okay. In the north, we see the northern lights teaching us the importance of energy, passion, creativity, and the warmth of a loving home. May you seek and share with one another the light that comes from the fire within, and may it guide you through the darkness. For there is no darkness without light, and there is no light without darkness.
Abby's brought the gift of air, feathers that capture the sense of lightness that you take on when you move through life free as a bird. This symbolizes your love of travel and your future moves. Addie?
May the Son of Grandfather bring you new happiness each day that you awake. May the moon of Grandmother softly restore you as you dream each night when you are asleep.
May the rain of our Father the sky wash away your worries. May you walk gently on our Mother the earth, and may all of the days of your life be blessed by the Great Spirit.
I'm just gonna throw a little curveball in here. So this is an opportunity for me to speak on Bryan and Jenny and my little heart towards them. And then I also have a little rap that I'm gonna do.
Nice.
Which is yeah, it's not me, but it is. So I'll just give it to you guys. But first, need help. You want to hold it? I'm trying to be discreet here. Okay. Jenny, I'm honored to stand here before you while having a hand in the ceremony of your marriage today. I'm thrilled to call you my soul sister. And
Let me hold this book?
You represent, no.
No.
You represent kind, gentle, fun, love, and beauty. Inside and out. You are a woman warrior and have been my sole reason for blasting the word bliss. I even do it when somebody sneezes. I'll say bliss you. For my second year of moving to Maryland, when I was in middle school, you substitute taught a gym class.
Whoa.
And I remember I felt a very magnetizing pull towards you in that moment. I remember walking up to you in the class. I don't know what I said or what happened, but I just remember being in awe and seeing you above me. I also find it very cool that Michelle and I share the same birthday. So to me, that's like a little added like sister charm, which also is the same birthday as Snoop Dogg.
Yes.
Hey!
And originally, we mentioned that Jenny lives on Walnut Street, which when I first moved here, the first house we lived in was on Walnut Street.
Wow.
Yeah. So to me, it's amazing. It's fun, healing, and mystical to learn life with you and through you. Thank you for supporting and trusting me beyond the depths of this earthly realm. Bryan, I'm honored to call you my brother as you have taken this role on for many of us and for quite a while. I have felt your brotherly pull since the day you stopped me in the back of Walmart and we chatted for a timeless time about the perspective of the God source energy and how you can pull anything you want into your existence through manifestation. You've been quite the magician for all of us, Addie, Axel, Aya, myself, and Brandon. You are a friend to the end and an inspiration through your ancient wisdom, melody, and unconditional love for all.
Aw,
Thank
thanks,
you both
Des.
for this opportunity.
Aw, thank you. You're doing so amazing.
I appreciate it. Here we
Aw,
go. We'll
thank
see how
you.
this goes. I got my scroll. Okay. This is called wrapping this up. Okay. Hi all. Thank you all for joining us today. I'm part Libra, so I got something to say. I'll start off by introducing myself. My name is Desiree. Today's highlights are an exceptional day, so legendary in the space of earth, water, fire, and air. Are you feeling me? Date 7/29/2023. The
Hey.
sequence comes to 7, and 2 and 9 equal 11. The year of 202 and 3, that gives another 7, creating a portal day of 7/11/7. These numbers represent power of two flames and their divine connection, reminding us all that we have the key to access and create life as we want it to be. I could really use a beat, B. Okay, 8 years were mentioned since their love started ascension, a true symbol of gain and prosperity and obtaining spiritual goals and victory. I got a little off beat. The 8 is the shape of an upright coil, symbolizing an infinite spiral. Two souls entangled, in balance. Firm grasp on your hearts like eagle's talons, amplifying this 432 Hz frequency with our heart's power. Elements all together for you two. The fire is ignited through and through.
Hey!
You are divinely guided. I love you both. I am so excited. I know you know. Again in gratitude. I know you know. I take this opportunity
Hey!
to bestow to you, Bryan, my bro, the presence
Hey.
of Jenny's presence. In this present, may I present your royal, blissful goddess, mermaid, bride of pure intent, form of princess to a queen, bliss. Divisions now multiply. She's not divided, but she's united with the king of conscious fitness. This is a ceremony of matrimony, and no baloney, divinity and harmony. I pronounce to you all, Jennifer Ruth Roberts and Bryan James Bell, may the rest of your life adventures and journeys together be well. Oh, wow. Now we have one more element to draw wisdom from, and that is space and spirit. Naturally, we are turning to Diana, who is here with us today. In a note written to Jenny, Diana said, "You are his fulfillment, and he is yours." In the profound words of Abraham Hicks, we discover an intricate tapestry of vibrational selves awaiting complete manifestation through our consistent offering of vibrations. These ethereal versions exist in a reality veiled from sight, but sensed through our emotions. Among them, Diana's motherly love transcends time and space, enveloping her son, Bryan, and his beloved Jenny as they approach a sacred ceremony. There is no one more fitting than a mother to bless her child's marriage. With the spirit of Diana present, and here in this moment, the mothers of Jenny and Bryan collaborate to bless this union. Kathy will read us a passage from the Bible now to bless the marriage.
Brothers and sisters, put on as God's chosen ones, holy and beloved, heartfelt compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience, bearing with one another and forgiving one another if one has a grievance against another. As the Lord has forgiven you, so must you also. And over all these, put on love. That is the bond of perfection. And let the peace of Christ control your hearts, the peace into which you are also called in one body. And be thankful. Beautiful blessing and this one is from John O'Donohue. Celtic. For marriage, and I think this will speak to both of you really. As spring unfolds, the dream of the earth may bring each other's hearts to birth. As the ocean finds calm view of land, may you love the gaze of each other's mind. As the wind rises free and wild, happy days control your lives. As kindly as moonlight, and search the dark, so gentle may you be when light first stares. As surprised as the silence that music opens, may your words toward each other touch with reverence. As warmly as the air draws sunlight, may you welcome each other's every step. As elegant as dream absorbing the night, may sleep find you clear of anger and hurt. As twilight harvest all the day's color, may love bring you home to each other.
Come on, JR. Do your stuff, kid.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot!
Oh, time. Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot! You got me.
All right, this is it.
This is the
it.
tiebreaker. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot! Rock, paper, scissors, shoot! You win! Does that mean you go first or not? Okay, you
I'll
go
go
first.
first.
We gotta be really loud.
All right. Make sure this is good. Whew. Jenny, you truly are a dream come true. I could have never imagined a more perfect world to live in than one with you. When I was young, I dreamt of finding love and connecting with my other half, yet would often feel that those dreams were impossible. And now I see that that's because I had to find you, my true soulmate. Our lives intersected multiple times to get us here. And I remember the first time I ever had a crush on you. We were in high school, so 20 years ago. And I was at the mall just hanging out with time to kill. And I ran into you and some of your friends there. And you were about to see the movie How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. And I didn't have anything going on, so I was invited to come watch with you all. But somehow, by a stroke of fate, I got to sit next to you. And although I can't remember everything that happened, I know that we shared our own jokes and our own laughs. And clearly you didn't learn much from that movie, because as soon as we connected again in 2014, you couldn't lose me if you tried. We've been together ever since, going on 9 years this October. Never ever had I envisioned I could love someone or trust someone so much as you, and also receive that same love back to me. But you've proved my old beliefs so wrong. We've traveled to and have lived in multiple countries together. We've gotten healthy and even sick together. And you've been there for me during the most difficult time of my life. You provided me with more laughs and smiles than I could ever try to count. And you've been my confidant when I needed a new perspective or someone to be there for me when I was feeling down. You really are an angel, and you deserve the absolute best from life. Your ability to love and to be honest and real is unmatched. And you've shown me that you will never give up on me. I will never give up on you either. You're my true love, the person I always knew in my heart existed, the one who was worth waiting for, my mirror. Years before we reconnected and started dating, we hung out one night at my house, and although it was pretty awkward on my end, my mom came into the living room after you left with a giant smile and a bit of a wink and said, "So Jenny, huh?" And I'll never, ever, ever forget that moment. She knew even before I did there was something really special about you, and she saw our potential together even back then. She loved you as well and would always speak so highly of you and compliment you for all of your talents and your independent approach to life. She wasn't wrong. You're incredible. You're such a beautiful soul who deserves all of the amazing things this world has to offer. And that includes our celebration here today with all of our family. I want everyone to know how much you've impacted me for the better and how grateful I am to be called yours. I love you with all my heart and soul, Jenny. And I'm ready to celebrate our love and our lives and all of the many adventures and moments we have yet to come. So here's to the next chapter of the adventures of Jenny and Bryan. Oh. I love you.
Yeah, David. That was good. That was really good. Bryan, this day is already more than I could have ever imagined. I've always dreamed of having a day where all our families would come together in a beautiful place and share a weekend, but I just didn't think it would be for a wedding, like our wedding. So much about this day is centered around family for us, and there's no way that we'd be here today doing this without a push from the heavens and the earth. And everything we've been through the past year has really made us both closer to our families and closer to each other, even in the toughest times. From the day we met, as I like to say, even though we had met years ago, it felt like we were meeting for the first time. I had all the certainty that we would be together forever. You spoke with such genuine and matter-of-fact conviction that we were going to be together from now on in our first conversation. Your confidence, kindness, openness, humor, and warm smile immediately struck me. I had never met anyone like you. That was enough of a clue that you were going to be the guy for me. I've never wanted to settle in life, even as I did so in the past, sometimes in different relationships. I believe that there is something more and better, something true and real, as well as inspiring and unpredictable. Our connection is all of that and so much more for me. So much of our partnership works so well because of you specifically. Your humble and grounding nature as my earthy guy, my Virgo, who is so reliable and practical and just a solid human. You're what I owe the success of our relationship to, just you always being there. And as you've grown over the years of us dating, I've seen you transform from this optimistic, airy boy with dreams and to a strong, successful man with real-life results to match your ideas. Your talent and most importantly, your work ethic and sharp mind make you shine at everything you do. You can fix everything that I break,
You can find everything that I lose, and you can untangle everything, even if it's in my hair, like which will probably be happening with this crown at some point. So thank you in advance for that. You've really gone the extra mile, like with all of that stuff. One of my favorite qualities about you is your independent nature and the fact that you're insistent upon living your life at your own rhythm without sacrificing anything for security or bosses or having to go into work or whatever. You're still able to provide for me, and it's incredible. You've given me so much more than I could ever put into words and probably even realize, know, or understand myself. It's bigger than that. And from day one, you encouraged me to follow my dreams and showed me that I don't have to do something that I don't like or do work that I don't no longer like. If I outgrow it, I can do something else that's more aligned. And I pursued doing yoga, and you mic'd me up hundreds of times for my videos. You've been out on beaches and, set up cameras and been in hot places and problem solved, fixed, coached, so much more. It's ridiculous. You've probably done more for me in the past over 8 years than some guys have done in a lifetime for their partner. Our talks, dance parties, and walks have also meant the world to me. From Maryland to Asheville to Costa Rica and now Florida, we've had so much fun and have seen each other through countless challenges. But nothing as challenging as what you went through in August. Seeing you walk your mom home, caring for her and loving her completely, willingly sacrificing everything without you even feeling like it was a sacrifice at all. That was really amazing to witness. I'm so thankful to Diana for creating you and for all the qualities you possess that she has. She's here with you today and always, and I always feel her love. I always feel her nudging me to tell you that you're loved and to share that love with you. I always feel that. As I stand here about to end these vows, I almost feel like apologizing because there's like no way for me to eloquently explain or say all the things, to say them right, to say them all. So you can't say them all. So really, I just want to say I love you with every depth of my soul. I love spending every minute of life with you, making nicknames for you like Papa, Key Boy. I got that one actually from you. And I stole that from you guys. Rye Dog. Divisions Boy. Divisions Boy is another one. There's a lot of nicknames. Uncle B, even though I probably shouldn't call you Uncle B, but it happens. Just the more that we are together, we seem like we're the same person. And, I was shocked when you proposed, but it was definitely the best surprise of my life. So I'm just looking forward to the forever that we always were going to have, but now we get to celebrate it with everybody.
Now we will have a blessing by Jenny's grandmother, Betty, also known as Nana. Let's go, Nana!
Now, to end this, we have a Irish blessing. I hope you can hear it. May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sunshine warm upon your face. The rain falls soft upon your field, and until we meet again, God holds you in the palm of his hand.
Now that Jenny and Bryan have expressed their commitment to each other, I'm going to stand over here. Through the giving and receiving of rings, the blessings of their families, and their words of love as soulmates, we now pronounce you married. Can we kiss? And you two can kiss. No pressure. Now, I pronounce you Mr. and Mrs. Bell.
so many things that's held us down. But now it looks like things are finally coming around. I know we've got a long, long way to go. And where we'll end up, I don't know. But we won't let nothing hold us back. We're putting our show together. We're polishing up our act. And if you've ever been held down before, I know you refuse to be held down anymore. Well, don't you let nothing, nothing stand in your way. I want y'all to listen, listen to every word I say, every word I say. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. Ain't no stopping us now. We got to do. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. I know. Ain't no stopping us now. We've got the groove. We got it. I know you know someone that has a negative vibe. And if you're trying to make it, they only push you aside. They really don't have nowhere to go. Ask them where they're going.